Hi, Rigsters here. It's been a while since I've been back on another episode. My goodness, life got quite crazy over the past whiles. Um, in a future video, as a channel update too, this will be like a minor channel update video discussion real briefly. I've been playing a game called Space Engineers, and I've did a lot of engineering and building and learning from that community. And also did like some other games like From the Dev and quite a lot of other interesting stuff that I will be recording eventually in the future. what uh what that's all going to entail. So in the future, I'm going to start recording some more adventures in different games as well. So as of this recording on 11/30th of 2020, I completed yet another challenge that the Genome Community North America Division set, which was don't sell a ship. So I finally did it. I have not sold a ship on North America. So with that being said, I'm going to be covering in this episode, as you can see, the Atlanta B, the Black Friday edition ship. Now, the difference between that and the normal one is that the normal one doesn't have this camo. You can change it in settings too. This is what it looks like without the camo. When you buy or get, in this case, premium ships, in World of Warships, you get like a permanent camouflage, and it's the same benefits. Less detection range, a little more dispersion when shots are fired at you, less post-battle service, and 50% more experience per battle. There are some premiums in the game where you can buy an extra special one. I think Prince Eugen or Eugen, Tier 8 German cruiser, you can buy like an extra special permanent camouflage, but that costs even more money in doubloons. So I'm gonna remount it back on here. I think it actually looks kind of cool too. The Atlanta, gameplay wise, historically, was known as a plane shredder back a couple years ago. I always, excuse me, I have a coffee throat. I always wanted to kill planes in this ship because it is known as an AA lethal cruiser. Now, it has changed, the meta has changed a lot. This ship is not recommended for new players at all. The armor I'll be going over real briefly here. The front armor, 13 millimeters. Guns, 32. Citadel, 89. This is basically driving a destroyer that's really massive, doesn't have good gun range, and no smoke. The hit point pools, of course, stock 2700, 27,500. The main batteries is where the action is. You get 8 twin 127 millimeters with basic fire training, although the Captain Rework skill, if it goes as scheduled, will change these values, so I may have to do an updated update on the review. 4.3-second reload, 7.2-second turn time. You're going to be mostly firing HE, so it's a 1800 for maximum damage of 21 millimeter pen. So you struggle to pen certain targets while you're spamming HE, but this thing kills destroyers as well. If you can get in range and kill a destroyer, this thing is amazing. Torpedoes are emergency only. They're 4.4 kilometer, technically 4.5. They travel pretty fast for US standard torpedoes at 65 knots, and they're hard to see, 1.3 kilometers, if you can get them off. Do a lot of damage too. Wow. Of course, the main show, the AA. It's got 8 120 millimeters, 4 quad 28s, and of course the dual purpose 128s. With basic fire training, captain skill is 10%, 5 or 10% more continuous damage. Very accurate, 90% hit chance with the long range and 85 with the short. The explosions, 5 flat clouds at 5.8. And the speed and maneuverability is okay, 34.1 knots. It's a little bit on the slower side for a cruiser. Agility is average. Detectability range is 10.7, which is pretty bad. I don't have concealment expert yet on this captain. For the equipment, I put Oh wow, it's thundering outside today. It's a pretty rainy, thundering day out. Main armaments mod 1, engine room protection, and I went for better accurate guns. Some players will put AA gun mod here, at least that was before the meta changed. I think it's better just to improve the main armament for these mods. And I did faster acceleration. I may actually swap this out for a rudder shift, but you are primarily using islands as your cover. And it also has radar, 3 charges of it at 8.5 kilometers. It might not be able to stealth radar, but it is pretty useful. You can do infinite charge defensive AA fire. Ooh, dang. That is so weird out there. Or you can do hydro, which is 3 charges, which is 3-4 kilometers. And for captain skills right now, I don't have 10 points. You do priority target. Adrenaline rush is what I did for my first set of skills, and basic fire training for faster rate of fire. I'm debating if I want to get concealment expert or advanced fire training. Advanced fire training, because it's below 139 millimeters, will actually increase the range by quite a lot. So I'm going to go into a match. This cruiser will face, of course, commonly 6 to 9. It's really nice to see CV, so I'll see you in a match. Alright, and we're now in a match. Match time actually took like 2 seconds to find a match, and of course it just got it back on right when the match started. So, I'm going to be heading towards D because there is a ton of rocks I could take advantage of. No aircraft carriers, unfortunately, to demonstrate the AA power, but there might be some ships that might fly catapults. If I get close enough to them, I can take them out. Mainly, this is a support cruiser. You're not going to be really doing a whole lot outside of just chasing rocks, going back and forth, and dev striking destroyers sometimes, if you can get all your guns on target. Dev striking, I actually dev struck a destroyer when I was just trying to get familiar with it about 2 days ago. It was pretty hilarious seeing so many 128s go right on the destroyer. Oh man, this thing is so awesome. Now, this is not a cruiser I would recommend generally, but if you want a really quirky cruiser in your collection, it is a ship that was actually built in real life. You just want it just for fun, just to see how many 128s look like when you fire continuously. It's pretty hilarious. I usually do full Bravo, or full Bravo, full fire, like I just double left click, or in my case I hit the mouse switch and it double left clicks. Because I like to have the button for that. Torpedoes are almost ready, so we'll see. I just have to get close enough to this rock to have protection, which I do. He's 8.8 kilometers, so I'm gonna wait until he gets in there. Yeah, I want to provide support to him. I'm gonna have to turn now. And this is what I mean why I may consider doing the rudder mod, because even though it's not horrendously slow for a cruiser, it sometimes feels a little lackluster when you're doing this rock work. So I'm gonna run radar. And lo and behold, we detect the Hashina. There is a Riga. There is tier 9s in this one too, so I can't really push in. But at least I can keep them radared for another 5 seconds. It's a 25-second action time. So yeah, it ran out. Riga is the only other target in range right now. This is why the Atlanta is somewhat of a defensive cap cruiser. You want to support your destroyers if you can. You don't want to suicide out there. Anything can damage you. Destroyers could have a field day with you too if you don't watch it. It's literally the worst ship when it comes to taking damage I've seen in a while. And this is considering that we're facing tier 9s. or at least a couple tier 9s, especially at this flank. It's not ideal. Oh, and the spawning range is actually pretty good for this ship. 21.3 for a tier 7 cruiser. Not bad. I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, considering this ship has 10.7 detection. This is where the extra acceleration actually does have help for going in quarter speed as well. Oh, I'm detected. Yeah, I've got to start backing up. It affects when you go like 6 knots or slower, so I start accelerating faster. Alright, I'm going to fire in that synop. Now, most of the rock did block the shells. Oof. And that's what I mean. I already took half my health in one hit. Yeah, I didn't play that right. Yeah, I only played a couple matches in the Atlanta, so still trying to get to grips with like when to move and stuff. I mean, it's not like I've never played US cruisers before. It's just the first time I played one this fragile, because this actually makes an Omaha look like a heavy cruiser, which is saying a lot. I'm gonna run radar again. There we go. Let's see if I can get some hits here. Now it does have the high arcs, so I can shoot over cover. At least, not necessarily always with ease. But look at all these shells flying out. This is why I love playing it. I mean, I may not necessarily be able to hit. Oh my god, that was really close. That shot almost killed me. That shot did some moderate damage, 4,300 there. Gee, niece. They really want me dead. Good, the Xinjiang is down. I think I'm still going to go with advanced fire training over concealment. Because having 11.1 range, everyone seems to stick just outside your firing range, so it gets annoying pretty fast. It's not a useless skill to go for first, but in my opinion, I think the advanced fire training is probably going to do much better. Instead of 11.5, it might be like 13, maybe 13 and a half, which is much more workable for a ship like this. Because they're just on the edge of my range. The only downside is it works both ways, so I could get detected much quicker. What is this team doing? Let's see. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move up to the next rock. That's all I can do. Don't really want to, but I need to get a little bit closer. Because I want to actually be able to do some damage. Of some kind. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is not going well for this team. But it's still even, at least in terms of ships lost. They lost a destroyer, which we didn't. We still have all our destroyers intact. Until I just said that. Olan killed him. But we did... Oh no, we killed the Olan. Nice. That's really good. So I'm gonna just keep moving around, doing random ship things. It's not the most dynamic ship you'll see, because you have to be waiting quite frequently. I'm gonna move up. I'm not gonna fire yet. Just want to start moving up and getting to full speed. Just so that I can engage a ship or two. I try to position myself in a way that I can maybe fire on maybe the Jeed Bart or maybe the Sinop. Now, damaging battleships that are 2 tiers higher than you can be very tricky with only 21 millimeters of pen. You have to really aim for the upper decks, or superstructure as they call it. Same thing with any other light cruiser, except this is in Atlanta. Yeah, I really want that advanced fire training sometime though. I think that would be more useful. Because look at this, I can't even I can't even hit the ship I want to hit, which is the Sinop. I can't even do that. Georgia is coming in, but I don't want to like give him like the guaranteed kill shot, so I'm trying to do this smartly, or attempt to do it smartly. Alright, let's do it. There we go. Now I can start firing on him. See all those shells go down range? It's awesome. It would be more awesome if I can actually hit something. There we go. We got our first 3 hits. You have to pull lead on this stuff too. Even at 11 kilometers, it still needs lead. Oh, no fires. Oh crap. Is he gonna hit? Oh, that was close. Okay, I disappeared just in time. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm just gonna start maneuvering around. Let's see here. Seattle's there. Jeez. The weather outside of real life is not very well today. Compared to like a beautiful sunny day, we get massive pelting rain. Holy Moses. This is like December. Or almost December weather, and we're getting like nasty rain. Yeah, I know you can't see or hear that in the background, but holy moly, I hope people are safe out there. That's for sure. It's very strange. So, what else did we get? Oh, let's see if I can move up and hit the Riga. Maybe the Riga? No. Jeez. Wow. There's not much else to report on because I'm just trying to get into a spot where I don't get blown up and die. Oh, jeez. Gene Bard's almost in detection range. Gotta start maneuvering. I did not want to get hit by Gene Bard. Especially at this range, he can easily wipe me out if I don't watch it. Riga as well. If Riga runs into radar, though, I'm toast. There's nothing I can do. Oh, I'm detected. Alright, well, the cat's out of the bag. Time to start firing. Machine gun turns away. Start maneuvering and hope and delay the inevitable. Just trying to desperately fire everything I've got. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Holy moly, it just got hit. My house just got hit by a massive lightning bolt. How did I not lose connection? And I died, partly because real life weather just suddenly scared the living bejesus out of me. I did not expect a lightning bolt that close to my house. So I guess you could say it was quite a thunderous explosion. Wow. Well, I'm gonna go back to port now, and see you there. Okay, so we're back. So after that biblical thunderstorm for where I live, which was quite crazy, the team actually ended up winning. I only did, I think it was 2,000. Let me take a quick look here. Whoop, that's not the result I wanted. Well, yeah, there we go. Team's personal score, yeah. Yeah, only 2,200. No, sorry, I was reading the experience. 2,028. Yeah, no bueno. So let's collect a container. Most players, including myself, will advise you, just take the resources. That way you get more coal. And coal can be used for really interesting ships in this game. I actually managed, with a lot of coal grinding, to Georgia, which will be probably in the future. The Georgia looks like this, in particular. So, I'm going to run another Atlanta match. Hopefully you'll be able to demonstrate it better in a hopefully better matchmaking. So I'll see you there. Alright, and we're back in the match, and this time I get to see if the AA can shoot down tier 8 planes with ease. Or at least give it a run for its money. I've only faced tier 6 CVs up to this point. Matchmaking seems a little bit better, I guess. A lot more tier 9 battleships. Less cruisers in this one. Some destroyers as well. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna head towards BC area. I'm gonna support from there. This is not an open water ship, nor should I pretend it's an open water ship. It's gonna die and burn if I do that, or at least want to try to not do that. I mean, overall, so far of my Atlanta experience, I definitely see why it's not widely recommended to get, especially if you're still learning the game, because even from a person that's more experienced with and familiar with U.S. cruisers in general, I'm not an expert, but I'm average. It can be a rough experience sometimes. So, I see the Kaga's planes coming in. This is match number 2. Let's see what I can do once it gets a little closer. Pop that and the defensive AA. Let's see what it does. Open up, gunners, because it's a 36-second queue. Holy moly. That was some good damage already. Yeah, he learned his lesson already. He's like, Atlanta is not something you want to engage, especially with defensive AA active. I mean, even if it's temporary. In that brief engagement window, Kaga is definitely not strong plane though, so it's not a true test of a tier 8 CV versus tier 7 cruiser that's known for at least decent AA, but it can at least help. There's the Jutland, or Jutland. That's a high tier destroyer. I can definitely engage him. I just don't want to fire yet because I want to get closer to these rocks. And he's just outside my range. That's the common theme with the Atlanta I've noticed, is ships are just outside that range that you want. So advanced fire training is definitely a necessity as well. Lower tier matches are a little bit easier because you can close in much sooner. So, let's see here, Deadeye Dawn, that's our Derivius. That's like 3 or 4 kilometer hydro. I'm gonna pop my radar, not yet because I'm not even within radar coverage. Although, on this side I am. Definitely is a DD of some kind there, but I want to get a little closer. So I'm gonna slow down and pop radar. There we go. Mahan just realized it's feeding time. He's like, oh no. So I'm trying to pull and compensate for lead here. Once these shells hit though, they're gonna hit hard. As you'll soon find out. 3,500. Yeah. Yeah, he's done. Or at least I took a good chunk out of him. So I'm backing away. Don't want to play that game. Yeah, there's another enemy destroyer in Georgia in front of me, so I don't want to be stupid about this. Come on. I'm like telling people, hey, shoot at the Georgia. Georgia is actually a worthy opponent to burn down, at least. And it got the coverage and defensive AA fire. Definitely doing a lot more damage this time around. Wow, I lucked out with that one though. Whew. Man, Georgia is an accurate battleship, so he can actually hit me pretty easily here. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna stop firing for a little bit. Propel my ship forward. Get it out of here. Don't want to make it too easy for him. Jeez.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Man, that guy was tenacious. Yeah, Jutland. It's definitely very, very tenacious. Just don't want to... Oop. Yeah, I gotta be careful. Gotta slow down. and start firing and spamming HE, because why not? It's what this ship does best. Shotgun shells. Oh, Fubiki is almost in range of my torpedoes. Or Ibiki, sorry, not Fubiki, Ibiki. Yeah, just want to do that there. Multitask like a fiend. Okay. Want to make sure he doesn't turn now. Okay. I'm gonna switch to AP. I might be able to do this. Come on. Yeah, there we go. 7,600. Haha. There we go. 5,000. So you can do actually some pretty good work with this ship. Oh, I almost thought I killed him. Alright, running radar. Oh, jeez. I have to really concentrate right now. Oh, yeah. Definitely concentrated. Oh, what? That didn't do devastating damage? What did I get killed by? Oh, of course, the Georgia. Yeah, it's like, of course, don't help the DD. Don't help the cruiser helping the cab. No, that's optional. Let's just sit here and sail away while staring at a ship we can't hit. That's usually how it goes in this game. Well, after that bit salt, I'm definitely happy with the result though. 1 kill, 42,000. It's pretty good. I'm I still think the performance was much better than the last match. Going that Ibiki and doing devastating AP hits like 5 to 7k pops. It's pretty cool. So I'll be back in the harbor. Alright, well, that was definitely a fun Atlanta match. Sometimes that can happen too, where it's have to like hyper focus and like change targets and directions very quickly. It's very nutty, I would say. So I'm gonna see what the battle result is, and then do my concluding thoughts. All right, and another victory. That's what it turned out to be. Um, let's see how he did. 260,000 credits. That's on standard account. 42,000 damage. And 3,200 raw and 702 free experience scored. Oh, wow. Second place on the team, even though I turned and burned. Jeez. Yeah, most of those shells were. Yeah, I think it's because I killed the tier 9 cruiser. With Zero Flag, it adds an extra 43,000 for profit making for credits. Premium would earn 362, minus the multiplier, which is 43. About 193, 183. So 180 to 193,000 would be without the Zulu flag, which earns 20% more experience. And of course, service cost is 32% less because I'm in a clan. Let's see what I got for the containers. Whoop. Oh, whoop. Oh, it's a Black Friday one. I completed one of the missions for it. Type 59 camo. Yeah, that's what you get for free containers for the Black Friday missions. Not that one, sorry. This one, yeah, right here, this one. So, that's it for the Atlanta. Overall, this is a very skill intensive ship. It definitely lives and dies by the rock, as you can see. And sometimes you can get dev struck pretty quickly because of the lack of armor, but it's a lot of fun once you know if you know what you're doing. I still had fun on that second match. It's just sometimes you just wish you could do more kind of moments, but hey, I'll take it. So, on another video, I'll be covering for next time the Dunkirk. That was the other ship I got as gifted. It's a tier 6 French battleship. So, this is Rigsters Journey, signing off.